I received a message from somebody telling me to check out this anti-auditor live stream. I don't know what else to call them, anti-auditor, anti-First Amendmenters, I don't know. The name of the video was Frauditors, aka Losers in Life. This is the thumbnail featuring Delete Laws, Joey Surreal Camera, somebody they call Goat Boy, which I think they're talking about Audit Them, and Flex Your Freedoms. A loser, we all know, is understood to be somebody who's incompetent or incapable or unable to succeed in life. I clicked the link in the message, fast forwarded, and scrolled through various parts of the video and was about to close it out when I saw one of the members in the live stream go over the Social Blade stats for Delete Laws. And I'll tell you why this is important in a minute. Prior to this, they were mocking the fact that the functionaries of the state of Nevada cuffed a man who hadn't committed a crime and then threw that man into a cage. They call that a wonderful day.
Isn't this just a wonderful day? Delete Laws found guilty on both charges, 90 days each charge to be served consecutively, 180 days in jail. Let's just watch him getting the torture cuffs put on. Oh, Chile, what did you say about never putting your hands behind your back to be handcuffed? Yeah, how'd that work out for you?
This guy calls Chile a felon and a cop hater. That'd be like calling a mafia hater a felon.
In my opinion, I actually think Chile sealed his own fate today. There's 3 times during his court trial that, well, Chile being Chile. One when he had his phone removed from him and the police officer took it from him and he called him a pig. The other 2 times was during the judge's comments before sentencing, where you can see Chile nodding his head and then giving the judge a big thumbs up.
You're right about that, Frauditor Watch. When he called that bailiff a pig, that sealed his fate.
Now, what these anti-auditors have done here is unwittingly admit to the injustice of the system and the immorality of the people in the corrupt system, and they still support and applaud them anyway, while condemning those who use cameras and speak certain words as they try to expose the unjust system. What's going on here is that Chile, who actually didn't commit a crime, was charged with the supposed crimes of resisting and obstructing. And we all know the reason his fate was sealed is because the court is evil and is run by evil people who got their feelings hurt over words.
When he called that bailiff a pig, that sealed his fate.
And because they were offended, they couldn't shake the offense, or at least Judge Zimmerman couldn't shake the offense. So she abused her power and then she put a human being into a cage. Now, these anti-auditors have tried for the last week to convince us that Chile is not in jail for recording. His fate was sealed because he obstructed and resisted. Now, 2 of them are sitting there during this live stream telling their audience that what really sealed his fate is calling the bailiff a pig. We already knew that. And we also know that that would not be a just reason to put anybody in jail. But that's exactly why he's there. And even the anti-auditors admit this. So while they mock Chile, they're actually laughing at and approving injustice. And I don't care what you think about auditors in general or Chile in specific. Putting a man in a cage because he expressed an opinion the judge didn't like is absolutely evil. To not call out this evil and stand alongside the man who is the recipient of the gavel of injustice is to actually be evil yourself. If their mask hadn't slipped already, surely you see it now. Now, I noticed that these people constantly fall into the trap of their own hypocrisy in various ways. They condemn Chile for suing people to the point where they've even made shirts about this. Don't look or he'll sue you. And yet one of them says this on the live stream about his own lawsuit against a person they call Goat Boy.
I want to take Goat Boy to task. I'm going to hire an attorney and I'm going to file a lawsuit. Not necessarily follow through on the lawsuit, but I'm going to hire an attorney, file a lawsuit, and we're going to unmask who Goat Boy really is.
These people also admit that they troll channels and issue privacy complaints. It's like they've become the self-appointed hall monitors of YouTube or something.
I know that I had 3 of his videos taken down, and now he's pissed. Yeah, I filed privacy complaints. You cannot publish somebody's full name and picture in the same breath. You can't do it, Goat Boy. Learn the hard way. I tell you one thing, privacy complaints by themselves don't mean a whole lot, but they're cumulative. YouTube will start looking and say, now, wait a minute, this guy's had a dozen privacy complaints in the past week. You could lose your demonetization for a week. You could get terminated for a week. You could lose your channel entirely. It's all up to you, sweetheart, but I love you a long time anyway.
That's who these people are. They want censorship. They want you silenced, and they want you to lose your channel.
The Honorable Anne Sin.
Let's scroll through here.
I hereby sentence you to 90 days in the Clark County
I love this
Detention
part.
Center on
This is
count
my
1,
favorite part.
90 days in the Clark County Detention Center on count 2, and consecutive for a total of 180 days in custody. Thank you.
Sentence suspended or?
Oh, no, I'm going to start right now.
Oh, no, you can start right now.
So this is the bit I like, where he gets handcuffed by the 6 months by the
Yeah, this is great. This is great stuff. It doesn't get any better than that. I'm telling you, it just doesn't get any better than that.
So they mock and laugh and say, it doesn't get any better than that. Better than what? Better than a guy getting cuffed and caged because his fate was sealed by a judge who couldn't tolerate hearing words she didn't like? It doesn't get any better than the abuse of power on a person who's just exercising his free speech and his contempt for a corrupt criminal court system? In their ravenous hatred for auditors, this is what they're promoting. Here's where it gets even more malicious and dishonest.
But I'm going to skip ahead here because I want to show everybody what this brilliant idea is. And if you didn't see it already, I have posted it on my channel. So just let me go ahead a little bit here. Okay, so you went to Delete Law's channel. Here we are.
He's got 227 million video views. He claims his channel is education.
Right. Yeah.
Now, if we come down here and we look at his monthly earnings,
They're
his
phenomenal.
estimated monthly earnings.
They're phenomenal. Look at him.
Social Blade's saying that he's going to be earning somewhere between.
How could he be broke all the time? How can you have 30 million views in a month, which is down from the previous month? How could you have that many views and be broke? I don't understand it. He's a liar,
Well,
and he's a grifter.
You know, his GoFundMe, the two of them together at the moment combined, is up around about $38,000 since he's been put in the dungeon.
I saw that, and I'm going to work on that tomorrow with the same principle that you used in this video. I'm going to work on that because there's a lot of people out there way smarter than I am, and they can go through the terms of service for GoFundMe. I'll provide the link. I might even provide the link in this live stream. But yeah, we're going to work on that. Let's get back to your video here.
$9,800 to $157,000 per month. Now, Social Blade's not too accurate, but his monthly earnings are going to be on the high side. They're going to be around the 100,000 mark. And if you look at his yearly earnings, $1.9 million. And now he's sitting
Well,
in
look
jail
who's in the chat.
for the next 6 months.
Who is that?
Sitting in jail,
Liberty
6
Troll.
months, earning
Oh,
$100,000 a month. Doesn't add up. I think we need to do something about that. So our next stop is going to be YouTube, where we report his channel. Welcome to Delete Law's YouTube channel. Now, we all know how we can report individual videos. Well, you can also report the channel. Now, to get there, what you need to do is we need to go into the About section. Now, YouTube's removed the About tab from down here, but if we click on here where it says, when we overturn Terry versus Ohio, there will be an immediate and overwhelming change. So if we click here, we go to his About page. I'm not interested in reading all his bullshit.
that's what it is. Bullshit. Send me money. PayPal, Venmo,
If we
Cash
come
App.
down here to the bottom, it says report user. So click on report user, and we want to then click on report user. And typical YouTube, we have a number of selections we can make. We're going to go for harassment and cyberbullying.
And just let me say right here at this point that harassment and cyberbullying may or may not work. If you don't get a response back that you're happy with, then scroll down there to the next to the last one where it says spam and scams, because you might get a better response on there. But you can go ahead and try harassment and cyberbullying first. It's worth a shot. Let's continue.
We'll go next. Now, we can select videos here, or you can just leave it blank. Well, we're going to leave this one blank because we just want to report the channel. So go next. Additional notes. Now, we've got 300 characters as maximum. So here's one that I prepared earlier. YouTube. This channel is owned by a convicted criminal who is currently serving 180 days in jail. As such, by allowing him to earn AdSense revenue, you are allowing him to profit from criminal activities. Please demonetize this channel or remove it from YouTube. Otherwise, YouTube supports criminals. And now we hit submit.
Now, I don't know if they're being knowingly dishonest about their portrayal of Chile's YouTube revenue, or if they're truly ignorant of the way Social Blade actually works. But there are many variables Social Blade does not take into account on their website. One of those is CPM, or cost per thousand views. Some content creators could get $4 per thousand views, while other content creators can get $25 or more per thousand views. Social Blade also doesn't take into account demonetized videos. Many of Chile's videos and many other videos of other content creators are not monetized. Social Blade also doesn't distinguish between a long form and a short form video. Every single content creator who's monetized knows that revenue from 1 million views on a long form video versus a short form video or a YouTube short is vastly different, and it's clear that most of Chile's views come from shorts. Their portrayal that Chile's making all this money on ad revenue and their willingness to economically terrorize and false flag another creator not only diminishes whatever credibility they might have had, it allows the viewer a front row seat into the malicious and discontented minds of controllers who don't seem to mind the government recording us as they seek to curtail our liberty to record them. It's almost like they just want to take a side against the auditors and for the government.
So there you have it, people. Now, I have that very close to the same kind of video up on my channel. It doesn't matter whose channel you watch it on. Makes no difference, but you'll get the same information. And just go out there and do that. Go out there and tell YouTube, look, this guy is profiting. He's a criminal.
So these anti-auditors liberally launch accusations that people who engage in First Amendment auditing are frauds and grifters. So they're saying in a general sense that those who carry a camera and record in public places or record officials are con men. Committing fraud is to engage in wrongful or criminal deception intended to result in personal gain. Apparently, they believe that recording in public is criminal. They further believe that anybody who engages in it are criminals and should be demonetized or removed from social media. They believe this so intensely that they try to enlist their audience to mass flag the accounts of those with whom they disagree. Therefore, they want censorship and will go about it in malicious ways. And as bad as YouTube is on the censorship front, this guy engages in the deceptive practice of giving YouTube a false choice with the frail argument that springs from a false dichotomy. That is, if you don't demonetize this channel, you support criminals. That is a false choice. Given that YouTube could have demonetized and deleted, say, the channel of Roy Hill in Houston versus Hill when he was thrown in jail for violating a Houston city ordinance, would he have then gotten his channel reinstated when the Supreme Court of the United States declared that Roy Hill didn't commit a crime? Only a childish mind, which we see displayed on this channel right here, would want a person banned from the public square because he didn't like what another person was doing.
Because every state here in the United States has a law on its books that you cannot profit if it was a criminal undertaking. And Chile wants to write a book? No, you can't write a book on what you saw in the Clark County jail.
This is bizarre. They don't even want you writing a book about your experiences in jail. This is beyond being a control freak. Further, these people admit that they want to put hands on you and rough you up if you ever come to their neck of the woods, i.e. Australia, and record in public.
Do you have this kind of nonsense in your country?
We've got a few here in Western Australia, but you rarely ever hear from them. The biggest ones we have over here are they're called freemen on the land, i.e. sovsits.
Oh yeah. I like those.
But they're not nowhere near to the same proportion as what you guys or even the UK have. Yeah, they're here, but it's not an epidemic yet. Knock on wood.
I hope it doesn't get that way either.
Yeah. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for them because, like, I work security, and I've been doing security now for 8 years since I got out of the military. In 8 years, I've had 8 assault charges. Well, I've had 8 people try to put assault charges on me because I will toss you out. I will go hands on. This BS about observe and report is exactly that. It's BS. If I have to go hands on with you, I will toss you out, and I won't toss you out of the building. I'll toss you off the property because the property is part of the.
I like that.
The general public actually don't know how much authority we actually do have. We are restrained. We are restricted as to what we can do. Yes, I can put you in a nice set of shiny matching bracelets, but unlike the police, who can tell you to turn around, put your hands behind your back, I've actually got to meet 1 of 3 criteria before I can actually use them. I've used them 3 times in 8 years. If you place your hands on me, FW in America, recording in public, I'd forever change the way you brush it. Liberty Troll, the last person that tried to do that with me whilst I was working, is now in hospital. Mark my words, dear. You touch me, you are going to hospital.
Nice.
Sorry, Dr. Dave, but yeah, I was assaulted a couple months ago, and the guy that did it ended up in hospital for doing that. But yeah, we do have the authority to arrest you and detain you until the police arrive or until we can get you to the police. But we normally just call the police in, and they can take anything up to about 2 hours to come out to us. So yeah, you're not doing anything for at least the next 2 hours.
And then here in America, one of these guys says that they want more restrictive laws against filming in public and that would be better.
Sounds like your laws are a little bit better than ours as far
But
as
yeah,
certain things goes.
these frauditors would not survive over here if they tried their crap over here.
All right, leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comments section below. I just don't understand these anti-liberty, anti-constitution trolls, whatever you want to call them. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com, if you want to support the channel further. Grab a shirt, become a channel member, but more importantly, know what your rights are and exercise your rights. If you don't exercise your rights, you will lose them. I'll see you in the next video.